Welcome back to the
Tuesday.
Tuesday night podcast that we get to record on because it's convenient for both of our schedules.
Tuesday Podcast Club talking about Thursday Murder Club. We're back.
Love it. Love it. All right, so we read chapters 67 to 93. It kicks off with Jason is very worried that he is also going to get killed. He's innocent in my mind, even though he was in the right place at the right time to commit the murder. Just going through kind of like this station of events. Everyone's trying to figure out who killed Ian Bentham, and I'm kind of wondering if it was connected to Tony Kern's murder or if it was completely separate and just coincidental. Kind of some of the events we went through. Jason went and talked to the Thursday Murder Club, and they were like, Elizabeth, Stone Cold Fox, she says, I actually don't approve of you. The only reason why I'm going to help you is because I love your dad. And I'm just like, you know what?
She's honest.
You're correct. Later on, when they're at the restaurant, we do deserve this, but also, no, we don't. We've lived horrible, terrible lives. We found out the police did a background investigation. Donna and Chris did a background investigation on Father Mackey. We found out that he's actually Dr. Mackey and doesn't even go to mass.
Yeah, I think we got surprise.
But he still likes to wear his priest outfit, the dog collar. And they're like, hey, do you want to take it off? And he's like, if you arrest me, I'll tell you things. And they're like, well, we don't have anything to charge you with yet, pretty much. Well, inner monologue, right? Not outer monologue.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if I'm not under arrest, then pip, pip, cheerio, I'll be on my way. That's how I assume British people talk.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Cheerio, governor.
Logged up the Queen.
Just hat tip. I'm probably not your murderer, governor. The other thing that I noticed is Jason only talked because he was in the sauna, I think, and which was pretty smart, just in case they were wearing a wire. I really liked that.
Oh, that is really cool. I didn't even catch that. I was like, oh, it's just two
Mm.
dudes hanging out in the sauna having a deep conversation.
Also, smoking in the sauna, what a move. I like,
A vibe.
have you ever, well, one, smoked a cigarette, two, been in a sauna? Those are not two that I would combine for a
No,
good time.
no, but now I'm curious.
Great cardio, I'd assume.
It's gotta be.
Really a lung workout.
It's gonna sweat the nicotine right out.
Just sweat everything out. Does that like counteract the bad of the lungs? You just sweat out the nicotine and the tobacco, and so you don't get cancer. And
It buffs, you know.
I think it's tobacco that causes the cancer, not the nicotine. I actually don't know. I know nicotine is like that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. I also like that, and it also goes into Jason's kind of thought process that he thought he was getting blackmailed by Tony, and Tony was, well, dead. So.
Dead.
And Jason was like, well, fair game. If he was going to blackmail me, that's good for him. Great. I'll just pay the 100 grand or whatever and then be on my merry way. Fair game. Wow.
He
You
was so
think that's
casual
fair?
about that. I was like, what do you mean fair game?
We also have Elizabeth and Joyce finding Bobby Tanner pretty easily. He's a florist now. Love that. He became a
Yep.
florist by running drugs and just learning a lot about through a different flower shop and was like, oh, I kind of know how to do flowers now, so I guess I'll just be a florist.
Just
Which
kind of dig these plants.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, to be honest. Great storytelling and great just life-changing.
Love it. I was
Don't do
happy for
drugs.
him. Happy for Bobby. Or do
Yeah,
you
me
do
too.
drugs? We're not here to tell you what to do with your life.
Well, grow flowers, not drugs. I don't know.
Grow
Depends on the
drugs
drugs, I
and
guess.
flowers.
If it's legal in your area.
Don't worry about it. They'll never
Oh, geez, what else was I gonna say? Oh, the sad thing, right, about Bernard.
know. Bernard, yeah.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I get it, but he was acting so sketchy for so long, and it's just that he didn't let his wife's ashes go back to where his daughter thought they wanted to.
Yeah, I thought he was a little bit more sketchy than like what his story ended up being. I was like, oh, like all right, like get it, but he was pretty sus before.
I also love all the Donna and Chris romance flags that are going on.
Oh yeah.
I also really like Chris as a character. He's just very introspective, and he knows that I got to change my life. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get a girlfriend. But he's maybe next week.
Yeah. He feels very real.
That's something I've really noticed is all the characters have very distinct voices, and they all have very
Yeah.
distinct pacing, and it's all different, and it's all great.
They're all
Richard Osman
fantastic.
is great at his craft in general. He's a great writer.
Yeah,
I'm having a great time with each and every character.
same, same.
Oh yeah, obviously like the big thing is like the other body in the grave was from 50 years ago. That's a big deal. We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah,
Shot through the leg. That's a big deal. I didn't
I know
even know they had guns 50 years ago.
that puts him outside of the possible Tony Curran taxi guy murder, right? It's not
Oh
that time
yeah, that
frame.
was
Okay,
so this book came out in 2020, so that would have been 2000. This happened in 1950.
okay, okay.
1970. Holy crap, math.
Math is hard, kids. Stay in
Yeah, it
school.
was in the 70s. That's a big deal because the farmer who had all the also, hold on, before
The
so
picture, yeah.
they go and talk to the farmer with, the different pictures. Literally 3 chapters ago, Joyce is crying about Bernard, Ron's comforting her. And then 3 chapters later, Joyce is, wow, look at that farmer with the broad shoulders. What a handsome man. Not conventionally handsome, mind you, but I mean, look at how broad those shoulders are. He doesn't have a wife? Yo, Joyce?
Joyce can
She's a
get it.
little,
Joyce is out there trying to get it.
she's a little thirsty, dude.
Dude,
She's a little
she just
thirsty.
wants to cook someone coffee bars and
Coffee
yeah,
walnut cake.
coffee walnut cake, spiked with a little bit of vodka.
Dude, and some sherry, some wine.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
one thing leads to another.
dude, these old people drink more than I do. To be fair, I don't really drink that much anymore, but they get after it, man.
Oh yeah,
Just
they're in
like
the
spot of
prime.
sherry.
They're in the prime of their lives. This is like college 2.0 for Joyce. Joyce is that.
Yes. But we skip past the part where Elizabeth talking to Donna and Chris. I know you're probably mad at us for digging up a body, but if you think about it, it's really not a big deal.
I
And
love
they're
that
like,
little line where they're like, "We could put you in jail." Elizabeth is like, "Oh, you think you could put me in jail?" Like, hint, hint, wink, wink. Like, she's not seeing bars no matter what.
I know. And I like how at the end Chris was just like, yeah, well, I guess if something really happens to me, I can just have Elizabeth come in and talk my way out of it. Also, you know what's crazy to me? So the police were there when Jason and Bobby Tanner, you know what? I think we figured this out, but no one can come with us. The police weren't, hey, why don't we wire you up a little bit? Why don't we just run some cover, like watch you from a distance, just in case there's a murderer on the
Yeah,
loose who beat your friend to death with a wrench. And they're both just like, nah, it's
yeah. I
fine.
don't know what the law is in or the England, but even like back with the Father Mackey interview, he's like, "Oh, if you arrest me, I'll tell you everything." I was like, "Just arrest him for a charge." Like
Just,
he just put him in cuffs and say, "Hey, like we're gonna hold you and arrest you for I don't know. You can at least get obstruction of justice, can't you?"
I think so.
This
I
guy's like, "Oh, I know the answers to all this stuff happening with the crime, but I ain't gonna tell you unless you arrest me." And then Don and Chris are like, "Ah, buddy, all right."
You didn't admit to it? I guess we can't charge you with anything. Do the British have a real justice system? I
I don't
don't
even think
know.
so.
I don't know. I don't
I
think so.
I thought all their police were those like quiet guards that stood at attention with the horses, dressed in red with the big fancy hats. That's what I pictured Don and Chris running around in. That's their legal system.
It's just, I was gonna say the Mounties, but that's the Canadians.
That's the Canadians. The Queen's Guard.
The Queen's
King's
Guard,
Guard.
that's what it is. King's Guard. King's Guard now, yeah.
Yeah, King's Guard now. God,
That's
walking
so
through
funny.
doorways must be such a pain.
I mean, I guess people have just been dropping in this place for 50 years and nobody really noticed.
I know 50
Um,
years ago. That's so far. I wonder if like Father Mackey killed the real Father Mackey and like buried him in there and like took his identity or something. Like I don't.
well, so hot take, I do actually think Father Mackey was a priest. That would have been in 1970, and he immigrated in 1990, right,
That's
from
right. They did
Ireland.
say,
So
yeah.
there's a 20-year discrepancy, and he's like, I
Yeah.
didn't exactly lie. So maybe he was a priest and then left it, became a doctor, and then immigrated from Ireland to England.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
No.
kind of my guess.
No, you're right. I forgot that they had the whole thing. They made it a point to be like, oh, he didn't get here till the 90s, so he couldn't have done the 70s murder.
Yeah, and he was in
Yeah.
the picture in the 70s.
Oh, he was in the picture in the 70s, so he would have been
Yeah.
here in the 70s.
Yeah, but he didn't Elizabeth and Joyce figured that out when they were hitting on Gordon, I
Yeah.
believe, who's the farmer Gordon, I think is his name. Well, Joyce was hitting on him probably. Elizabeth was just
Yeah.
sly, being Sly Cooper. I don't know. And Donna and Chris figured out he immigrated in the 90s, and we're like, oh well, he couldn't have done that murder then, but they don't have the full
Okay.
picture yet.
They don't have the full picture. Do
Yeah,
we think Turkish Johnny is involved? He's the last. He's the one that took the photo.
he's got to be somewhere here in the story already, just as like a different name.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that twist that he's actually Father
Somebody.
Mackey or someone.
Well, I don't think he's Father Mackey because he definitely went to Cyprus, and I don't actually know anything about Cyprus, but I assume an Irish dude would stick out in Cyprus. I don't actually know.
I mean,
Um,
I don't even know where Cyprus is.
I
Is
think
it
it's Eastern
Egypt?
Europe.
Europe? All right. Yeah, no idea. I thought it was like North Africa.
I I have no
Stay in
idea.
school, kids. Stay in school.
uh, Hold on, I have my computer up. I could probably
It's gotta be
that's not my
close.
password.
Chris was gonna go there. I can't imagine he's taking an international trip, I guess, if I'm thinking about it. But yeah, Turkish Johnny needs to be someone.
I agree, or he's dead, and it's just a red
Or he's
herring.
dead. I don't know, just like the Bernard.
Uh, oh, also, I loved Ron and Ibrahim doing good cop, bad cop. I thought that was hilarious.
God, I love them together. I love when Ron gave Joyce a hug. I was like, oh,
Ron is also thirsty.
that.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
the number one thing I've noticed about this this
Oh wait,
club.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's thirsty. What's going on? What's going on with these old people?
Well, did he say he was taking testosterone, or am I mixing that up with like a
That was Ian.
Ian? I thought because Ron had that conversation with Ibrahim about if it still works,
Yes.
and they were like, Ron's like, it hasn't for years. He's like, it's probably best that it doesn't.
Why would this think I would want to go to Cyprus, Maryland?
Maybe that's where it is.
No.
That's where Turkish Johnny fled. Cyprus, Maryland. Yeah, I can't believe we're at like the end here. Like we have 70 pages left from this point on, and it's
It
we're gonna.
is a island south of Turkey.
You know what? Okay, I'm considering myself kind of close with North Africa.
Yeah, I mean it's just above North Africa. And
Yeah,
I was right with Eastern Europe. We were both right.
we were
So
both right. It was northeast. Like yeah, we were.
it's right in the middle.
Yeah, if you think if you graph it out, up to the right, we got it.
First you go x-axis, then y-axis.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. XY. Yeah, we have like 70 pages left. We gotta find out who the killer is within the next like 20 pages.
I mean, really, mysteries, like you don't need it much after like the last 20 pages left. You really don't need that much
There's like
whatever, like
there's like the
resolving.
reveal, and then you need time for like Elizabeth to explain how she pieced it together, and
Hmm.
then you need like the trap to go wrong.
Yep.
Someone needs to get in danger or hurt, or like something needs to catch on fire. Then
Hmm.
they get the actual bad guy, and then like a chapter or two for like falling action. Just
Yeah.
to go, hey, we made it out all right, and this is what we're doing now.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm excited. Who do
I'm
you think the
having a
killer
blast.
is?
God, I don't have the slightest clue if I'm being honest. I have no idea who Turkish Johnny could be. I'm just gonna say Father Mackey. I mean, I don't know.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, that's the
I
easy guess.
It is the easy guess. I think obviously father. I think the person who killed Scary Terry and um, Ian Ventham are two different people. Do you think another body will drop?
No, I think either Chris or one of the Chris, Rod, or Ibrahim are going to get shot, but not fatally. I'm thinking
Mm,
Donna might nurse Chris back to health, and there'll be more romance flags.
mm.
Or maybe they'll gender swap it. Maybe Donna will get shot, and Chris will nurse her back to health, something like that. But I
I,
do think
I
one of the four need to be in danger, one of the main four.
I bet you Ron gets shot. I think you're right.
Yeah, I could see him like diving in front of a bullet,
Meant for Joyce.
not for Joyce, or even like meant for Elizabeth or something.
Well, he is very thirsty for Joyce.
God,
Okay.
what if it's Penny's husband? He's like on the peripheral of the story, and he's been named
Oh
enough.
yeah.
Like it needs to be someone like that. Like that like someone has to come into play who's been on the side that we have a name for.
I I don't think it's Penny's husband,
I don't
and
think
now I'm
so
going to be proven
either.
wrong. I'm going to be proven wrong, but you're right. It does need to be someone that I've like. I think it's someone that works there because
Where
the
they got the
guy had
wrench for the
the
parking.
guy with the wrench who was yelling at the dude, Chris, for the parking, right? Like
Yeah.
it's got to be somebody. It's got to be that guy, obviously. I just don't know who that is, and that's probably Turkish Johnny Gianni.
There's that. I was thinking the bus driver too had like a quick little part. Not really a part, but like the bus
Oh,
driver.
and he had just started there,
Yeah, and I mean,
right?
is Turkish Johnny white or is he like is Turkish? Does he be like the bus
I don't
driver's
know.
Portuguese? So I wasn't sure if like Turkish Johnny if that was just because he had like a darker like a non-white darker skin. If he could be
Hmm.
mistaken for Portuguese, and that's like why.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to think of like the peripheral characters in the story that
Hmm.
Mark, the guy at the police station. I don't think it's him, but like he's someone who's on the outskirts.
I also like Donna just randomly stalking her ex-boyfriend on Instagram. Like, who's this Poppy? Like, she stinks.
Donna. Um, God, yeah, no, that part's funny. I'm so ready for her and Chris.
I am too. I hope that works out. I really do. They're a good couple together. They're fun.
Yeah, yeah,
I
they
like
really
how
are.
she was like, "This isn't pretending to be a nurse and or a nun.
A nun.
This isn't pretending to be a nun." And Chris is like, "What?" She's like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about that."
I also love that like Bogdan's hanging out with the group.
Bogdan's great. I love that Bogdan's low key a like grandmaster chess player and just hilarious. I also like that they're breaking the law, and Bogdan's like, "Hey, I feel like I know I should be breaking the law, but I feel like you guys are not supposed to be breaking the law. So like, what's going on here?"
He was like, if anyone's gonna go to jail out of this group, he's like, it's gonna be me.
Yeah. And
Uh,
oh my gosh. And the fact that Lizzie, not Elizabeth, Lizzie, I like how Ron picked it up too, like, come on, Lizzie.
yep,
The Sir Austin,
yep.
who's a forensic examiner who's just like and oh that was the other thing that I didn't bring up is the Skype call. That cracked me up because if you have older parents like I do, trying to get FaceTime or Skype or anything like that set up or doing long distance tech support,
Yeah.
it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's my nightmare. I don't mind doing it because obviously I like talking to my parents, FaceTiming them and stuff. But it is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Just
Even
like,
him just like I watched the video and he's like trying to like do it all.
and the wife had to come over and like end the call. They couldn't figure out how
Yep.
to end it, and they're like, you could tell people. And Joyce was like, you could tell Ibrahim was getting a little his feelings hurt that he couldn't figure it out. It's like because it's all these super smart people, but the simplest IT. That's what happened to my parents. They're both really smart, but the simplest thing with IT is just like, wait, what do I do?
Yeah. It's like just gotta move your cursor to the bottom. You'll see a thing pop up that says leave.
Oh my gosh. So this is sort of connected. My parents live in a place much like Cooper's Chase. And they had like a guest speaker coming and they couldn't figure out how to get the guest speaker's laptop to project onto their giant auditorium screen.
Yeah.
And and I mean I work in IT and also I'm a millennial, right? I know how IT works. So I
Yeah.
just walked up and I was like, "Hey, I could take a quick look at it if whatever."
Yeah.
And I fix it in like 2 minutes, and everyone in the hall, all over 80 years old, all octogenarians or 90-year-old people, just start cheering. And I'm just like,
You're just like,
they're,
yes, I plugged in the HDMI cable.
they're just like, "You're a wizard." The reporter giving the thing was also a boomer Gen X. And he
Yeah.
came up to me, he's like, "Hey, what's the Wi-Fi?" And I was like, "Oh, I actually, like, I don't work here. I'm just under 40."
Yeah. I know how laptops work.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like I had to get AirPlay working, and I was like, "Oh, let me just."
Yeah. God.
I just clicked around for a few minutes, and I was like, I feel like I can figure this out."
I also love that what Chris and Donna are all pissy with the gang. Elizabeth was like threatening them. They're like, Joyce wants to be arrested. Like, we're gonna have a good time if you book us.
And we'll just pretend that like the judge is our granddaughter. Like, why don't you visit us? You Rasputin kids. I was cracking up. I was like,
Oh my
this
God.
is great writing. You know old people. Richard Osman, you know old people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. And it would work too. Like, who's gonna book those guys for?
Dude, who would book dude?
The
Yes.
judge would be, you think they dug up a grave, took bones, got it professionally examined, identified the body, or identified the means of death, reburied the bones, and then confessed?
It sounds like a fever dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, when you put it like that, it's gonna be a hard sell to a judge.
Definitely a hard sell. It's so funny. Also, if anyone who is older watching this, I do love you. I love old people. Old people are amazing. You have so much wisdom and knowledge.
I've grown fond of the old lately because of this book.
Oh.
I mean, anyone older than like me is old. Anyone older than 40,
Oh
grandpa,
my gosh.
or if you're younger than me, then baby.
Child
Yeah.
or retiree. There's
Yeah.
no in between.
Well,
I like
33,
that
and I'm gonna be like,
I'm still on the younger side at work, but I can see people younger than me starting to start, and it's no. I
ah,
can't become the and I keep roasting like people 10 years older and be like, you're so old. And they're like, oh, it's coming
that's
for you.
gonna be you.
I already see the grays. And I was like,
I'm
no.
the youngest in my department, so what can I say?
I am not the youngest in my department.
It's rough, buddy.
All right, take your long shot, dude. Who's the murderer?
Penny's husband, John. Or no,
Penny's
Penny.
husband.
Penny.
Penny?
Penny's my
That's
long shot.
that's your long shot. Okay, so obviously I think it's the guy with the spanner or the bus driver, right? But my long shot is Bernard. He's not actually dead.
He faked
I'm
it. Oh
kidding.
my God, that'd be great.
Um,
It's Bernard's wife.
it's Bernard's wife, just back from the dead. It's
She's
Bernard's
the.
daughter, Sophie, just killing people
Oh my
because of...
God. She got she got her bus driver's license. Donned a new identity.
Bye, everybody.